Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Clinically Delulu podcast with your host, Alicia.
And Nadia.
Woo!
Woo. Happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. So, this episode, we're going to talk about all Halloween related things. We have a little bit stored for you guys. Obviously, you can see we are in costume, so Halloween.
Walk me through. Walk me through your costume.
Okay, so lately I've been really obsessed with that TikTok sound of the urchin that goes, stepped on me, stepped on me.
Stepped on me. Stepped on me? Are you kidding? This guy was dancing on me. I mean, just look at this. Broken, gone.
And
the guy was dancing on
stepped
me.
So I decided that I needed to be Cody this year, okay? Me and Nani were talking about it, and Nani was like, I'm going to dress up. And I was like, girl, I will go as Cody if you dress up. So, yeah. And then I went to Walgreens the other night, and I found a Cody. Well, he's not Cody, but he's a penguin squishmallow.
He's Cody.
OMG. He's Cody, you know? Yeah. I'll show you guys soon.
Maybe later.
So
if he wants to come out.
Maybe later. Yeah, of course. He's a little shy right now. Don't worry about him. So, I have the feathers, and I have my little hair at the top, and I have my little necklace, and I'm wearing a penguin onesie. You can't see it right now because I'm sitting, but just imagine it in your heads.
It's there.
Yeah, it's very comfortable, but it's kind of hot. But it is a onesie, so now please walk me towards your costume.
Okay, so it was a journey to get here. Originally, we were gonna dress up, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna be Vampire Hechan, like full cape." I was gonna do the bowl haircut, but then the vision was not there. I just looked like a sad vampire who hadn't slept in a couple days. So I was like, okay, we gotta do a little switch up. So I have this collared shirt that I wear to work, and I was like, okay, it's low-key giving Wednesday. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll do that. And I have black hair, so I was like, we can make this work. So I did that, and I have my little widow's peak here. It's kind of like wonky, but it's okay. The vision is there. So I'm Wednesday.
I think you're definitely giving Wednesday. You're doing a great job, Bessie.
Thank you so much. I think it's the hair.
The hair gives it away,
I know.
So, on to our itinerary. So, we're going to talk a little bit about the song of the episode. So, my song of the episode has been from the new Lofi album. It's not new, but it's pretty new. My favorite song in the album right now is Bewitched. I don't know what it is about it. Like, I'm not a very jazzy person, but OMG, this song got me. Like, I love this song. I was listening to it the other day and I was like, wow, this is good. And then I just keep replaying it. It's too good.
Okay, V with the jazz. I see you. She's cultured.
I'm taking back what I said. V is my bias. I don't know.
Right.
Like, I really do. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, no, I have to. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, the nostalgia, like I need him.
I need him biblically.
This is where the delusion starts to kick in, and I am really convinced that I need him all the time.
It's so funny that you chose the song called Bewitched, because I also chose like a Halloween song. I chose Monster by 17 off their new album. Oof. Which is so good. The new album is so good. So yeah, I chose Monster. Vernon's verse on that, fire. It had me like twerking like the fly. Oh my gosh.
I've
so
seen
good.
That. That's funny. So now we're gonna talk a little more about songs, specifically Halloween songs, not just our favorite songs. Nani, do you want to start us off with some favorite Halloween songs?
Yes, I'm going to start off with the iconic, the one and only Kim Petras' Halloween album, where she put out only Halloween songs, and it is so good. Turn Off the Lights is a bop, okay? That album is so fire. You can literally play just that album for a Halloween party. It's so good. The little ghost hand that's like this. Oh, she didn't have to eat that hard. So good. I don't know if you've ever heard it.
I don't think so.
It's so good.
Now
It's a whole album.
I will give it a
just
listen,
Halloween
though.
songs. I recommend. Yeah.
I will be giving it a listen. I will let you know my feedback.
What about you?
It's up to you.
What's a Halloween song?
So one of my favorite Halloween songs it's like Halloweeny, but like you could play it at a Halloween party, I guess you could say. But
Halloween.
I listen to it Halloweeny. I listen to it all year round. Like I will listen to the song any day of the year. It's Boogie Woogie Woo by Insane Clown Posse.
Oh my god.
You
What?
don't understand. You don't understand. It's like it's like such a good song, and I don't even know why. It's like a 6-minute song. I think it's too long, but I love it. I know all of the lyrics.
I'm gonna have to
It's
give
such a
that a
good
listen
song.
because I've never heard of Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, it's so
Banger.
good. I don't know where I found it. Oh, you want to know where I found it? On a TikTok. That TikTok that goes, "Oh, pull the axe out your face," and they ask you, "Was it the boogeyman?" That's the TikTok sound that I found it from. And I was like, this song slaps. So I like Shazammed it, whatever. I started listening to it. Now I listen to that song religiously. I'll shuffle all of my music. That song will come on and I cannot skip it. Like I will sing the whole song because I can't skip
That's
it. It's
so
too
funny.
good.
And I feel like now they don't like most songs are like 2 minutes tops. Songs are so short nowadays. So like
I know.
a 6-minute song I'd be like, okay, all right, wrap it up. My short attention span.
Yeah, no, I love songs that are 6 minutes. I don't know why, but like songs that are that long, I'm like, you doing it right for me. Do you have any more favorite Halloween songs?
I have a couple that I wrote down, so
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and speed run them. These are mostly K-pop songs because I was like, I don't really have like I don't know, the Americans don't do Halloween like the girlies do, okay? Okay, so we're gonna start off with the iconic, of course, Black Cat Nero, specifically the 80s version.
How did I know?
You know what I'm talking about.
How did I know?
If you know, you know. Banger.
Exactly.
And then I put majority of Enhypen songs off of their Dark Blood album because listen,
Specifically?
Maybe, but their debut song, Drunk Days?
Drunk
Halloween.
Days. Honestly though,
Bite Me?
yeah, and
Halloween.
the music video gives Halloween.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, they got it locked and loaded, okay, for the Halloween. I put Maniac by Stray Kids, obviously.
Valid.
And then I put Scream by Dreamcatcher. I was gonna put majority of Dreamcatcher songs, but they have some other hits. I put Can't You See Me by TXT. I did Spider by Hoshi, Zombie by Purple Kiss, and Arson by J-Hope.
I love it. OMG.
Right?
I love all those songs.
These are Halloweeny.
You only took one of my songs though from my playlist.
What's yours? Share.
Yeah,
share
it
with
was
the
you took my Black Cat Nero. I was gonna say that.
That was like the first thing on my list. I was like, of course.
I think of Halloween and I'm like, oh, the Black Cat Nero. Like,
yeah,
it's that one. It
especially
has to be.
the performance. What was it on Immortal Song?
My God, it's so good.
They didn't have to eat like that.
I know, right? Okay, so I have a couple. I'm gonna try to speed run it also. Okay, go. I have Nightmares by the Boys. Drink It by the Boys. Drink It is like a vampire-y song. Oh, it's so good. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. I have Red Sun by Dreamcatcher. I also would put like a majority of Dreamcatcher songs, but I think this one's good. I have this is gonna sound really weird, but I have Calling All the Monsters. You know which one? The China and
Calling all the
McLean song. Oh,
monsters, calling all...
yes.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
How
god,
did I
it's
not think
so
of that? That's
good.
such a banger. She was
No,
13 and she did that little Disney kick and she slayed the house down.
she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing when she made that song.
Oh my god. Iconic.
So good. Okay. But the version that I have is the version that she has with her sisters. It's like the newer version. Oh, it's so good. I don't know. I found it on a TikTok and I was like, girl, I gotta save this. So I saved it. Okay, and then I have a Michael Jackson song. It's called Ghost. I have a specific memory about this song. Like I literally had a friend. I used to live in a condominium. And I had a friend who moved in from California like for a short amount of time, and she had an iPod and she showed me this song. And I was like, girl, this is the best thing ever.
Wait, oh my god. Because I have an experience with a Michael Jackson song as well. I was over at my friend's house and he had like a laptop, and mind you, this was, we were probably like, I want to say like 4th grade. We were elementary school friends, and I would always go to his house, and he had I think it was a computer, and it was when YouTube came out, so like there was YouTube videos, and he showed me Thriller by Michael Jackson, and I was like, this is so cool. I told my mom, I was like, we gotta get on this.
That's the thing. Like she showed me her iPod and she had the music video downloaded. It wasn't just the song; it was the whole music video with like, because that specific song has like a story within the music video. Oh, it's like 10 minutes long. It's so good. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm like, this is peak music.
No, it still hits after all these years. Still hits.
I know, right? And then I have Scaredy Cat by DPR Ian. So good. I know. When you didn't mention it, I was like, girl, what are you doing?
Y'all, DPR Ian has my heart. Not only is he fine as hell, his music is so insanely good. Like I love all his albums, and he came to Orlando and we should have gone to his tour.
What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, when I didn't hear you say it, I was like,
oh, I love that song. So good, so good.
And then obviously the crowning song, Up All Night by Stray Kids.
Oh.
Best song ever.
Iconic. I was surprised you didn't mention Maniac.
Okay. I don't think it's like a Halloweeny song to me. I mean, it is, because it's like Frankenstein, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. Really like.
I imagined it at like at a Halloween party. I was like, this song.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it, honestly. Okay, I have 3 more, and they're all by the same artist.
Okay.
We're bringing it back with Insane Clown Posse.
Oh no.
I can't. Actually, I have 2 more, not 3. Okay, so the first one is Hocus Pocus. Obviously, that makes a lot of sense, right? And then the second one, I also got it from TikTok. I'm an avid TikTok downloader of songs. Like, I don't care if it's popular, if like whatever. I'm downloading that. It's My Axe. Oh, I don't know what it is.
You were talking about before?
Yeah, no, that was the one I was talking about was Boogie Woogie Woo. The one I'm talking about now is called My Axe. It kind of has the same like vibe. But My Axe is shorter, and it's all about like this guy that goes around murdering mainly bigots and like that type of people. Yeah, with his axe, and that's his trusted friend, right? I could keep talking about Insane Clown Posse songs that I like, but we're gonna cut it off here. This is too much.
Yeah, no. I'll do some research into that and see what bangers they have.
All right.
Imagine, hey guys, I'm an Insane Clown Posse stan. Like,
it sounds kind of funny, doesn't it?
Just the name is wild.
All right. Yeah. Oh wait. You actually okay? So in Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, she mentions Insane Clown Posse.
I think I remember that. Okay, so would you say you have any spooky stories or any Halloween tidbits?
Spooky stories, I'm not sure. I have a really short one, like very
Okay.
short.
Okay, Slay.
So one time, when we used to live in a smaller house, my mom and me would wake up at the same time, right? So she would wake up to go to work and I would wake up to go to school, like get picked up by the bus and go to school, right? So one time we shared a bathroom, right? So she's like getting ready whatever and I'm standing at the sink and I think I was like brushing my teeth or something like that. She walks out of the room, and there used to be this thing, like this circular thing, where we would put all of our jewelry. And it was on top of the sink table. I don't know what to call that really. Um, and I was brushing my teeth. I was in the dark, mind you, brushing my teeth. Whatever. Everything was going fine. And I look down at the table and I see the circular thing start to move by itself. So I'm like,
What?
yes. I was terrified. Like, I don't know why, but the fear that was instilled in me, I was like, so I run out of the bathroom. I'm like, mom, this thing started moving. She goes, oh my God, Alicia, like you're crazy. It's not moving. I'm like, mom, I swear to you. I was like, mom, I'm never gonna lie to you. Please, girl. I saw it move. And she goes, you're crazy. Like, what are you talking about? So I just let it go. I was like, you know what?
Oh my
She's
God.
right. She's right. I'm like sleep deprived. It's too early. It was dark. I was brushing my teeth. I was a little distracted. But to this day, I'm like terrified. Like if something moves by itself, I'm like, OMG. Like I'm like, it's over for me. I
That
don't
is
know. I
so
was so scared when
creepy.
that happened.
Because that's like a plate like that
I
would
don't
be
even know why
heavy.
it moved.
Yeah, like that's
It was
heavy.
so heavy because it was made of like glass.
Mm,
So it was like this circular thing and it had like a stem at the top where you would put rings and stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when it started moving, I was like, and my table, it
Oh
wasn't like
hell
at an
no.
incline or something. Like my table's completely flat. So I was like,
Yeah.
this is insane. I chalked it up to it literally being me sleep deprived and it was dark and everything, but mm-mm. I
You
never
know,
touched it again. I never put my jewelry on there again.
when you were telling that story, all I could think of, I was like, maybe, guys, okay, listen to me. Maybe there's little ants. Maybe there's little ants underneath it, and they're moving it, like in the movies.
Honestly, I was like anything to get me through the day.
Like,
Anything.
I've
I was so scared.
any or even I don't know if this is better or worse. I was like, what if there was like a roach or something under it, and it was like crawling?
But it was completely clear. Like you could see under it. There was nothing under it.
Oh. Ugh, okay, yeah,
It
then
was
yeah, no.
so weird. Yeah, I know. That house also felt like it was
Creepy.
haunted. Like I swear to you, that house, it felt like someone was in there when they weren't supposed to be. Like you would hear weird noises. There was parts of the house that would feel so cold and the air was off. Weird? Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's not a vibe.
Yeah. But do you have any spooky stories?
I can really only think of two, and one of them is not my own, but it's one that my friend told me and it stuck with me because it's so creepy. And he would always say how he had so many like paranormal stories. Because I think his grandma was like something like not a medium but like something spiritual, something like that, I don't know, but I'll talk about my first one. That was my personal experience. Okay, so this was about like 3 years ago when we first bought our house, and it was still under construction, but I had been living somewhere else. Like I've been living separate from my parents, so they told me, they were like, okay, move into the house so you can be like moved in, right? And be ready. So I had moved in. The house was still under construction, but I had moved into one of the bedrooms. And mind you, there were doors, but there was no doorknobs. There was no curtains. Like the house was like not even painted. Like it was janky, guys. Okay, it was under construction, but I was in there. Well, I didn't even have like in my bathroom, there wasn't a counter, so I would just put my stuff on the floor. Very creepy. So it was one night, mind you, I'm alone, and this house, damn near in the woods. I have one neighbor, and he's on the left side of me, and nobody else. And then the back and the right side of my house are just woods. And no fence. We didn't have a fence at the time. So it was just open. And so whatever, I'm in bed, right? I don't think I was working at that time, so I was just up. It was probably like super late at night watching YouTube. I don't even think we had internet too. So I had barely any service. And oh my god, I just heard a creak. Hello?
Get out of the house now.
The ghost is like, shut the fuck up. Just like,
I know you're talking about
keep
me.
my name out your mouth. So anyways, I was getting ready for bed. I had turned off all the lights. And like I said, there wasn't a doorknob, so I would just close the door. And then where I was sleeping, there was a window behind me. Again, no curtain, but I had put up a blanket to keep me from like the creatures coming in, you know? And so I'm there. I'm probably scrolling on my phone, about to go to bed. I hear glass, like as if somebody is walking on glass. I am not even kidding. My heart jumped out of my ass. I was so scared. You should ask. I was like, at first, I was like, oh, maybe it's like an animal or something that was walking out there. So I like peeked outside of the window, but I didn't see anything because it was so dark. And then I had the bright idea to, because I think in the bathrooms or somewhere there was like a box cutter. So I grabbed the box cutter and I go out into the living room, and the living room is covered in windows. So I'm on the floor crawling to one of the windows to see if I can maybe see somebody. I had 911 dialed up and ready to hit call because I was like, I'm not about to die today. And I was literally crawling around the house like a little goon, trying to see if I could see anybody that was outside. I was like, maybe they're trying to rob, because you know there's like construction materials outside. I was like, maybe they're trying to rob. This place is not safe. Okay, they probably don't know if anybody's there. And I think my car was in the garage, so genuinely, people probably wouldn't have known if there was somebody there. At the end, I don't even know how I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep like with headphones on or something, because I got so like freaked out. I don't know how I fell asleep, but I did.
That is absolutely terrifying. Like, oh my god, no, please.
Yeah. To this day, I don't know. I told my mom about it, and she was like, "It was probably just an animal," and I was like, "Walking on glass?"
It didn't sound like one. Wait,
it was right outside my window too.
But was there glass outside of your window?
I don't know. I didn't check.
That's the scary part, because can you imagine, like, you go outside and there is or isn't glass outside of your window? Like, I would lose it. I would never feel safe again.
Okay, now this leads me into my next story, which is my friend's story. So it was when he was younger, they would move around a lot. So they had moved into this house, and it was just him and his mom, I think. And he said that there was always like weird stuff happening, but he was a kid, so he didn't really notice it. But like every night, when his mom would tuck him into bed, he would hear like knocking at the window, and his mom would be like, "Oh, that's just like I think it was like some kind of tree, and some acorns would the mom would tell the kid like, "Oh, those are just the acorns falling, like it's nothing big deal."
Yeah.
So whatever, like every night it would hear knocking, and he would just be like, "Okay, it's the acorns falling." And then like after a while or something, they moved out of the house. And then when they were moving out, he was like, "Oh, let me go see the like go outside to where my window is." So he goes outside. There was no tree there. There was nothing. There was nothing there. There was no tree. There was nothing that could have fallen. So there was nothing there. And this is like, this is not a story that I see on Reddit. Like, he told me this in person. He was like, yeah, when I went outside to check, there was nothing. Crazy.
That's scary. Oh my god, no. I could not.
Yeah.
That's scary. The thing is that my bed is like right next to the window, and it's a big window. Like, this is not your standard size window. This is a big window. So if I were to ever hear knocking, I'd just simply walk out of my room and sleep in like the living room or my mom's room or my brother's room.
Yeah,
I could
no.
not. Like me, mm-mm.
I don't know. I have a door in
Home
my
and
room. I have a door that leads to
oh
the
my god,
outside of
yes,
my
that
room.
leads outside.
So I have that door, and I'm like, oh my god, if somebody could break in, they could straight come in here and kill me.
No, yeah, literally. There's a door in my bathroom that leads to the outside, and the first door once you exit the bathroom is my room. Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
they'll just come and kill me first. That's totally great. I actually have a spooky story to share because I
Okay.
like remembered listening to you tell your story. I remembered my story.
Okay.
So one time this was like, I think this was before my brother was even born. So I was maybe like, I want to say I was like 4 or 5, or maybe even, no, I think I was 4 or 5. And we used to live in this house. It was just me, my mom, and my dad. And I would sleep in my own room and my parents would sleep in their room, right? So, in order to get from my room to my mom's room, you'd have to like exit my room and then take a turn and then turn into their room. So it was kind of like my room was right next to theirs, right? But there was a wall that was right in front of, like, when you would exit my room, you would almost hit yourself on the wall if you didn't turn, right? Okay, so I one time was walking out of my room. I think I had like a nightmare or something, or I just couldn't sleep, and I was like, I'm gonna go to my mom's room. I'm gonna sleep with my mom and dad.
She threw
So
up.
I walk out of my room. Yeah, mama threw up. So I walk out of my room, and obviously the first thing I see is the wall once I walk out. I kid you not, I saw a person like against the wall, and it was like they were a little taller than me. I could see like the shape of their eyes. Like, I was like, this is terrifying. Almost like their eyes had like light bulbs inside of them. That's literally how I saw them. And then
Oh my god.
I think I had never run so fast in my life. I ran into my mom's room and I was like, "Mom, OMG." So my mom and my dad both wake up and they're like, "What happened?" And I was like, I think I saw someone outside of my room, and I saw their eyes and they looked really tall, and like I was so scared, mom. So they start laughing for some reason.
Oh.
And I kid you not, to this day, I don't even think they remember that this happened. They started laughing and I was like, "Oh mom, I'm serious. Like, I saw something." she
Oh my god.
she goes, "Oh, it's nothing. You probably were just imagining or still dreaming. Like maybe you were sleepwalking." Because I used to not sleepwalk, but like I'd toss and turn a lot. I'd talk in my sleep. Like I could have full on conversations in my sleep when I was a kid. So can you imagine? Like I was like, oh, like my mom just chalked it up to me being like still sleeping or something. But I kid you not, I was so scared. I swear to you, I can still imagine it in my head. Like I saw him. I saw a person. I don't know what it was, but it was so scary. If I could
Honestly
like
though,
draw you up a picture of how I saw their eyes, oof.
parents that don't believe their kids. Listen, I don't have any kids, but if I had a kid and they were like, I just saw a man in a top hat standing outside of my room, get the gun. Get the gun. Because we're leaving.
Omar, go home and get the gun.
Go home and get the gun. Like, we're leaving. Kids
Yeah.
see shit.
No,
Kids,
literally.
like, they can't make this shit up, you know? Oh my god, no. We're burning
Honestly,
the house down.
if I no, literally. I've had kids like, lie to me and whatever, but sometimes kids and everyone like chalks it up to kids' imaginations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've never known a kid to be downright terrified and say a lie. Like, no.
Right.
They're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. I've also
Oh my
heard that
god.
kids and dogs are more likely to
Mhm.
see like phantoms or ghosts or things like that.
Yeah.
Not that if I know it's true, but yeah, I've seen
I
some
believe
crazy
it.
shit.
Yeah, I believe it. Oh well, on a
Too
much lighter
scary.
note, do you have any favorite Halloween movies?
Um I don't know. One of my favorite Halloween movies is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I said in the
I have
previous
that written
podcast.
down too.
Really? Oh,
I
I love that
do.
movie. I don't know what it is about it. I just really like it.
It's just such a good vibe.
Right? The music, the atmosphere, the colors. Oh, I love it.
Jack Skellington.
Besides that, all right, guys. I'm prescribing you with anti-Delulu pills. Please stop. Please stop the delusions. I don't know. I have like my favorite scary movie franchise has always been Scream. Oh, love it. I watched
I
like
don't think
all
I've
of them.
ever
The first
watched
time I
a
watched
Scream movie.
OMG. The first one is the best. Um the rest of them are good, but not as good as the first one. When I first watched it, I remember I watched it like one after the other. So the like movie plots are all one. I don't know a single thing that happened in those movies. Besides that though, I don't think I have any more. Not that I can think of
No?
at least.
I think I only wrote down like 2 or 3, actually like 4. Obviously, The Nightmare Before Christmas, because that's a banger. My favorite
So valid.
Halloween movie to watch, and I watch it every single Halloween, Halloween Town 1, 2, and 3.
My favorite Halloween Town movie is the last one where they changed the
too!
actor and she like goes to the school. It's
Me
so
too!
cool, dude. The
And
thing with the
everybody was like,
well. Oh,
they changed the character. I don't care. She's
yeah.
Slade, and it's the best plot. It's so good.
Literally.
Everybody hates the third
Literally.
movie. I love it. It's thank God. Someone with taste.
I also like the one I also like the one where they go to like high school and stuff. Oh, that one was so cool. But I don't remember which one that is. I think that one's the third one. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it tonight, actually.
You're so valid for that, Bessie.
Thank you, thank you. My other one is I actually do have a favorite franchise as well. My favorite is the Purge movies. I love the Purge movies. They're so good. So good, so good. The first one obviously is the best one. The first and the second one are good. They had like a prequel, which wasn't that good. It was okay. And then they had like one that was like a political one, which wasn't that good either. But the Purge movies are so good.
The only ones I've honestly ever watched is the first one, and I watched it because my aunt used to have on demand on her TV, like the what is that? The TV system. So it was just on that. Like it was just playing and I watched the whole thing and I was terrified after. I'm not a very
it's scary.
I'm a very cowardly person. Yeah, like I get scared for nothing. I'll still watch it. Like I love Halloween movies, but I would tell you I'll be scared just a little bit.
Another one that I think this is the last one is a movie called Hush that I watched on Netflix. I don't know if I ever told you about it. Did you Did you watch it?
Nanny, you were the one that told me. You were the one that told me to
told
watch it, and I remember I texted
everybody.
you after. It's so good.
I told everybody to watch it. I made my dad watch it. I watched it. I guess I texted you. I told my friends at school to watch it because I was like, this is such a good movie. Let me explain the premise real quick for those who haven't seen this cinematic masterpiece. So basically, it's this girl. She goes, I don't know if she like rented a cabin or she lives or she like moved there. I think she moved there. And she's deaf. And I think she was a writer or something like that. I don't remember. But she's deaf, right? She's doing her thing. All of a sudden, guy in a fucking mask shows up. Trying to get in, trying to kill her. She can't call 911. She's deaf. So it's literally just the movie is him trying to get into the house and like kill her and her like fighting him off and doing all these things, and it's really good. It's really good. It had me on the edge of my seat.
So, I think I remember the movie a little more. So she's deaf, right? But she lives in a cabin and she has a neighbor. And, it kind of like the whole movie is kind of foreshadowed when the neighbor comes over because she rings the alarm on like the doorbell, and the doorbell she's deaf so she can't hear it. But what she sees is like this flashing white light. So that's how she knows that they're ringing the doorbell, right? And then there are like multiple things that just alarm her to like her surroundings. So like if someone opens the sliding door, I think the little thing would flash crash or something like that. But she had like this huge security system, and like it was insane. And I remember the most vivid part of the movie was that when she was in the bathtub and she was sitting in the bathtub with a knife in her hand, and she was like hiding from the guy, and the guy comes up behind her. He obviously knows she's deaf. Comes up behind her, and he's talking, but she obviously can't hear him. But she feels his breath at the back of her neck, and so she grabs the knife that she has in her hand, and she like stabs him, and that's how she gets away. That's the only part I remember vividly.
I remember vividly, the part that I remember is when they fucking killed the neighbors, and he killed the neighbors, or I think she had like, or something, like the neighbor had come to her house like asking for help or something like that, and then the guy came up behind them and killed her, and she saw the guy kill them, and oh my god. But I was, again,
I remember she was looking through the window.
Fears, home invasions. No, absolutely, I can't not vibe.
I like those type of movies though. My favorite type of Halloween movies are like scary movies. Yeah, my favorite type of like Halloweeny movies are like, obviously, like home invasion movies. I don't know, they're very like thrilling, and I like them. Also, like this whole, like the whole premise of the Scream movie is that there's a guy that tries to, kill someone, but every movie there's a different ghost face. So it's like, what? That's so cool. Like everyone takes after the role, I think that's cool. And then also, I love apocalyptic movies.
Me too. Like zombie movies.
I don't know what it is about them.
favorite.
Yes. When COVID was like at its peak, I remember I would watch a bunch of like end of the world type movies, and my friends would be like, Alicia, the world is quite literally ending. And I'm like, I have to find some sense of peace somewhere. Okay, girl, I need to do this.
I need some recommendations for some good apocalyptic movies. Those are genuinely
I have
one of
a
my
whole
favorite
list.
movies. Oh, bet. Send me that.
I have a list. I will send them to you. We watched one once in like high school. Oh my god, it was the best movie I've ever seen. All right, Nanny, do you have any obscure Halloween crushes that you'd like to mention?
I wouldn't say they're obscure. I think they're justified in
okay.
And how cute they are. Okay, so my first one is Victor from The Corpse Bride. Low-key giving Timothy Chalamet,
Valid.
no?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with you.
He's what do you call, it was that trend back then where it was like what was the trend? Like, you know how we had like Visco girls and like stuff like that, but it was for boys. I don't know. Never mind.
Like a fuck boy?
I don't know. No, he wasn't a fuck boy. He was like a soft boy. I don't know. He was kind.
I think that's what they were called.
Soft boys?
I think.
But
I'm
yeah,
not sure.
he was cute. I watched the movie the other day, and he was a gentleman.
He was a gentleman.
He was a gentleman. My next one is the one and only, I think we all know what we're gonna say, Jack Skellington. Listen,
Bone Daddy.
The Riz.
The Riz. Wait, I have something to show you.
Okay. Oh my god. Is that a teeny tiny Jack Skellington?
He's minuscule. Look, I have a set.
That's so cute.
I love it.
Oh my god.
They're so funny. I wanted Oogie Boogie, but I didn't get Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Such a good
I do love Mr. Bone Daddy. I'm sorry.
He was like the first one that came into my mind. I was like, who else?
Who else but him?
Exactly. My next one is Edward Scissorhands, obviously. Come on
Oh,
now.
good lord. Please stop.
He had, I don't know. He had something.
He had hands and a dream.
I thought you were gonna say he had scissors for hands. I was like, so true. Again, and he gives golden retriever energy. Like he was just, I don't know how to explain it. These are some things I can't explain. Moving on.
You know what? I've never watched that movie. I've never watched Edward
What?
Scissorhands.
Oh my god, I watched it in high school. They showed me that in high school. And if you've watched the movie, you know what scene goes on in the movie. And they showed me that in high school because we were doing, and it was in my literature class, and we were doing a Tim Burton like section theme or something. So we just watched a bunch of movies. We watched all of Tim Burton's movies. It's kind of slay. Yeah.
Okay.
I recommend it. It was good, and it's so cool. Like the way that they filmed it and everything is really cool. Anyways, the dad from the Addams Family. Need I further explain?
You are dressed as Wednesday. This is weird coming from you.
Okay. Listen. As an outside perspective,
No, I mean
the dad from he's a simp for his wife, and that's really all we want. Like, oh my god, he loved her so much. The mustache was kind of given too.
I can understand. I can definitely understand and see where you're coming from, though.
Thank you for justifying my thoughts.
Of course.
And my very last one
of course.
Brahms Heelshire from The Boy, but not puppet version, man version.
Nah, girl. Hold on a fucking minute. Hold on a minute. Wait. Backtrack. What?
If he wouldn't have taken that mask off, he would have been fine, and you know it.
No, girl.
Yeah, listen.
That's weird.
You have no taste. Taste in good men.
Okay, I listen, I can kind of see the appeal.
I can definitely
But that's a little weird.
What?
He was like a puppet. Yeah, he was like a puppet.
But not when he became full version puppet. Like, he became a boy. That's why they call the movie The Boy. Oh my god, and when he pressed her up against the wall.
You're crazy.
The tension was wild.
You're insane.
I've never watched this movie, by the way. I've only seen clips.
I am prescribing you with anti-Delulu pills in a minute.
Listen, go ahead and include an edit right here. In this part right now. Go ahead and include an edit.
No, I don't want to. I'm scared.
But yeah, that was my
so
list.
Funny.
I'm feeling very judged right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mic over to my companion.
Oh well, we can't. Hold on a minute. This isn't valid.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
All right. I'm gonna start with the iconic Ghostface. Sorry,
I knew you.
I had to do it to them. Listen to me. I'm valid. And it's not about him being in a mask. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the mask. You never know. Anyways, but I only like. I mean, I like all of the Scream movies, but I specifically like the original two. Like Matthew Lillard, when he went on that role and said, "I'm about to eat."
He ate.
The director said take 5 and he's heard save lives. I stand
No, he heard take lives.
he did. I'm sorry. He did. That's funny. Everyone always simps over Billy, but I specifically like Matthew Lillard. OMG, loved him. Anyways,
I don't know who any of these people are, but
okay.
I know the guy from Scooby-Doo is in one of them.
That's him.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, Shaggy. Shaggy, yeah.
Period.
That's the one I'm talking about. He was in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta watch that.
We'll
People
get
are
to
making
that. We'll get
thirst
to that.
traps.
I'll talk about that.
People are making thirst traps of Josh Hutcherson.
I will.
So it's kind of influencing me.
I will talk about that in a minute. Let me get there.
Go ahead.
All right. So, another one of my Halloween crushes, which is kind of a given. If you know me, you know me. The Phantom.
Oh. That was
that is my man. That was coming. Like we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, like come on, that should have been number one.
Yeah, but I had to include Ghostface as number one. Yeah, the Phantom. I don't even know how to explain it. I watched this movie as an adult. Everyone watches this movie when they're like a kid or whatever. No. I watched this as an adult, and I was fine with him.
What the
Dare I
Phantom?
say, I like him. Mm-hmm.
People watch
Yeah, because everyone, when you're a kid, yeah, they'll watch it as like 10, 11. And they're like, oh, this was like my sexual awakening, no sé qué, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's valid. And then they're like, yeah, as an adult now, I can see that he was a little weird. And I'm like, sorry, but I really
he was
like
toxic.
something about him.
Low-key noticing a trend with your people. You have a thing for mask. You have a kink.
Oh my god,
a mask kink.
That is so weird. Oh god, no, please. That is so weird.
Nurse.
Nurse. Nurse. She's out again.
She's out.
Another one of my Halloween crushes is from the movie The Mummy. And the one I like is the actual mummy. Like the guy.
Yeah, the guy wrapped in toilet paper gets me hot and heavy.
No, you have to understand. You have to listen.
The desecrated one? Oh.
No. Okay, no. Wait. I have to defend my honor. No.
Is that why you like the Mummy ride so much at Universal?
No.
Bombastic side eye.
No. I like him before he turns into the mummy. Like listen, you like Edward Scissorhands, okay?
Keep this girl away from the Egyptian Museum. She's in the tomb with one.
Can you make some space for me? Hold on.
Like, excuse me, slide over. Excuse me, just trying to squeeze in here. Oh my god.
Is this why you've never wanted to take me to the Egyptian exhibits?
Not taking you to the mummy ride anymore.
No!
Like, ma'am, please get back in your seat, ma'am.
Don't touch the mummy. Ma'am, please. The animatronics are not meant to be touched.
They tranquilize you.
Funny. They're like, oh, okay, we got another one, guys. John, bring out the tranquilizer.
Omar.
Go home and get the gun.
Oh my god.
I feel like maybe I shouldn't have said anything about the mummy.
I'm over here getting roasted about the puppet, but she's over here fucking mummy.
Listen.
Oh my god, my head hurts.
You have to watch the movie. You have to watch it, and then you'll
I've watched
understand
the
what
movie.
I mean. So when before he turns into the mummy, he's hot. I'm sorry, he's hot. Ah, okay, fine. I guess. Be a hater. All right, my last one is a little more. I don't know. Actually, is this a little more unhinged?
Okay. More
All right.
unhinged than the mummy.
Have you
Let's
seen The
hear it.
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Oh.
Why?
Mm,
I have Google on standby.
So okay. So Sauron, like the villain.
Oh, what the fuck?
Would you?
Ew. He looks like a transformer. Ew.
Hey, at least I didn't say the Transformers. No, please. Guys, we're losing her.
Adding that into my list.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, I don't know. Sauron from The Lord of the Rings. Listen, I know he's the villain, and I know he's the bad guy, right?
But I can change him.
I could change him.
I
Trust
can fix
me,
him.
please. Guys, I could fix him if I wanted to. I don't think I want to though. I think that's it for me. I mean, I have some more unhinged ones, but maybe they're a little too unhinged. If you know what I mean.
You don't want to share with us. This is a safe space.
Are you sure? You just got made fun of me because of the mummy.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, I have one more. This one's not that bad though.
Okay.
It's the Joker, but specifically Heath Ledger.
Oh. In an instant. No
All
shots.
right.
No shots in.
No shots?
No shots.
No shots?
No.
Completely
Straight.
sober? 100%?
Sober. Oh my god. As soon as I'm walking in the door. That one is completely valid.
I should have started with that one, huh?
Yeah, that one's not even that bad.
Started with that one, ended with the mummy.
Oh my god.
Just for that, I'm watching the movie again. Ugh. I need to really reinstill the faith in me. So, back to what I was saying earlier about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So, when I first watched it, I critiqued it a little bit, and then honestly, I kind of like it. I kind of liked it a lot, actually. I talked about it with my friend a little more, and it was silly. Like, it was a silly movie for the Five Nights at Freddy's gang. Okay, it was fun and nice.
I wish they would have
Josh
put
Hutcherson
Markiplier in
did
it.
a great job. Yeah, the thing is, I saw in a video of his that he was talking about it. He said that he had like a bit of a scheduling conflict because he's
Yeah.
also filming his own movie. So I understood that, obviously, you really can't do anything. But I'm hoping they put him in the next one because he needs to be in the
It
Five
would have
Nights
been
at
so
Freddy's movie.
iconic. He's like the Five Nights at Freddy's
Right?
like spokesperson.
Exactly. Honestly, Five Nights at Freddy's is one of my favorite games of all time. I've never played it, by the way, but I love watching people play it. I don't play video games. I'm not good at playing video games. I don't keep up with them, honestly. But I will say, the movie was great. Josh Hutcherson did a great, phenomenal job. Matthew Lillard, obviously, the best. One of the best. Besides that, honestly, like all of the little tidbits and all of the little like cameos and references and like even the Scream reference was absolutely mind blowing.
They did it justice.
I did yeah. I will confess I did hate it a little at first, but I think the more I talked about it and the more I like saw reviews about it and stuff, I was like, they're so right for making this movie like this. That's it.
You're like,
That's
not
all.
that bad.
I did pay $6 to watch it though, and then my brother comes in and he goes, I have it for free. I was like, and you couldn't have told me that? Oh well, it was worth it. I liked it.
Period. Okay, guys. So I think we finally established that we need to be institutionalized. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go and sign up for the Looney Bin. If you want to follow our adventures, you can follow us on Instagram at clinically Delulu and on TikTok. And you can always comment and subscribe and tell us what you thought of the episode. And if you have any recommendations for us, any movie recommendations, that would be greatly appreciated. Do you have anything to add before we go?
Not much, but I will say if you guys also feel the need to be institutionalized with us, join right ahead. The doctors will prescribe you those anti-Delulu pills. Don't worry about it. They don't have to know much, just something.
Listen, this is a safe space. And we will be back next Thursday with a new episode. Thanks for hanging with us. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Bye.